Many years ago, diabetics who needed insulin to survive had to inject cow or pig insulin into their bodies. This was not ideal for many reasons. Today, the insulin that diabetics inject is human insulin, and it is produced by microorganisms such as the E. coli bacterium and certain strains of yeast. But how do these microorganisms produce human insulin? Genetic engineering. Scientists are able to turn certain microorganisms into mini factories that make useful substances that improve our health, the environment, and the economy. But what is genetic engineering? An organism's DNA makes up its genes, which code for all the proteins the organism needs to survive. Each gene codes for a different protein, or part of a protein. Genetic engineering is the manipulation or changing of the DNA of an organism. Genetic engineering involves removing a gene from one organism, which is called the donor, and transferring it to another organism, which is referred to as the recipient. The recipient is called a transgenic organism or a genetically modified organism.
Shall we start? Let's get the ball rolling. Have you heard the saying medical engineering genetic technology? Let's learn together. Good afternoon, my farewell classmates and professors. My name is Claire and Sasha. We are studying at Varela University. Today we will present about medical engineering genetic technology. We have three parts. Part 1. Working principle of medical engineering genetic technology. Part 2. The benefit of medical engineering genetic technology. And Part 3. The impact of genetic engineering technology. I go in start with Part 1. Working principle of medical engineering genetic technology. The hospital will see the working of doctor and nurse use medical equipment for the diagnosis and treatments of diagnosis. There are many diseases that cannot be diagnosed without the use of medical instruments. Moreover, the disease is very complex. More it requires medical equipment that use advanced technology. For example, using computing tomograph to take picture for internal organs of the body. Part 2. The benefit of medical engineering genetic technology. Benefit of farmer. Researching in new plant species that are resistant to the environment, and as a result, new plants are suitable for long-term storage, make possible to live off a long term. Industry benefit have purposes of reduce the use of chemical and in addition to plant, there are many types of GMO that are used today in food industry and medical and public health. Disease testing when fragments DNA or genes can be synthesized, it can be developed into molecular progress of infective diagnosis for virus disease and developments of new drugs and vaccines.
Let's turn to Part 3, the impact of genetic engineering technology. Environmental risks are concerned that some toxic substances used to suppress insect pests. Concern about the transfer of genes into the environment has impact on biodiversity. Consumer risk. Nutrients of GMO may contain harmful contaminants. Concern about toxic carriers. Concern about allergens, which may come from the original source of gene used to make GMO. Next, starting the conclusion. Technology and medical hands are very important to the hospital because it will allow the doctor to treat a patient quickly. It will also help diagnose virus disease as well, but some tools may have a negative effect as a result, so it should be used properly. And next, you can read more about it via the QR code. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.